need to identify what the problem is. You need to identify what the problem is. You cannot solve a problem that you don't know if it is a problem or not, right? So first, you need to identify what the problem is. And secondly, you need to brainstorm. And that is where critical thinking comes in. You need to think about, how can I solve a problem? Yes, identify it, brainstorm. How can I solve this particular problem? And the next one is to implement solution. And one thing I need you to take note of is, while brainstorming, no idea is a foolish idea. What did I say? No idea is a
It's
foolish
a
idea.
foolish
Because
idea.
even if you don't get to implement it at that particular time or to solve that particular problem you're faced with, some other problems might arise, and that idea will be the one that will solve that problem. Are we together? Am I talking to somebody? Okay, so
Yes, ma'am.
effective problem solvers are resourceful people. They are creative people. They are persistent in their pursuit of solutions. All right, thank you so much, Olivia, for that. Thank you so much. So effective, when you say you are an effective problem solver, you are resourceful, you are creative, and you are persistent in your pursuit of solutions. That is, whenever you see a problem, your thinking cap is put on, and the next thing is you swing into, what can I do to solve this problem? And that is how tech people think. You see a problem and immediately your brain switches to solutions. What tech innovation can I develop to be able to solve this particular problem in our world today? Somebody saw a problem of mobile phones, and somebody saw a problem of communication and developed mobile phones, right? Somebody saw a problem of, okay, maybe darkness, and implemented, it developed light. Are we together? So this is how we should think as tech enthusiasts, right? And the next thing I'm going to be talking about is what? Adaptability. Adaptability. That is, adaptability is the ability to adjust to new situations, to be able to adapt to new challenges, to be able to adapt to new environments. All right, being able to adapt, to be able to adjust to new conditions. Thank you, Somto, for that. To be able to adjust to new conditions, right? Day in, day out, there are new tech innovations every day, and we hear about them. You don't need to depend on that tech gadget or something that you know since the year 1880. Are we together? You don't need to depend only on that, because you need to do what? Be able to adjust to new condition. Improve yourself to be able to do what? To adjust to new tech innovations. All right? And when we talk about adaptability, you need to be flexible. What did I say? Be flexible. Don't be rigid. Don't just block your mind and say that, oh, this is one thing I've learned, I don't want to learn anything new. One thing you need to know is the day you stop learning, you start dying. So you need to be able to be flexible, be willing to learn new things. And that is how you can do what? You can excel in the world of tech. You need to be resilient, be open to change. Be open to change. Don't be rigid, all right? And developing adaptability requires embracing uncertainty. That is, I know that this thing I'm going to learn, I don't know how it's going to go, but I'm willing to take the risk. You need to be able to embrace uncertainty. You need to learn to thrive in the dynamic world of tech. Learn to thrive in the dynamic world of tech. And when we talk about dynamic, it means it is ever changing, it is not static. The world of tech is ever changing. What you knew yesterday might not be what be applying a particular problem tomorrow. In the dynamic world, seek is for growth. What did I say you should do? Seek opportunities for growth and improvement. Don't limit yourself. Do not limit yourself. There are so many things to learn in the world of tech. Remember what I said before we started, when we started this session. I said the world of tech is very fast. Be open to learn what? To learn new things. And the next one we're going to be talking about quickly is what? Is communication skills. Excuse me. Communication skills. When we talk about communication skills, it encompasses the verbal, written, and interpersonal abilities with which you do what? You communicate effectively with others. All right. Thank you, Somto, for that. Somto says communication skills are the abilities and techniques used to exchange information and feelings effectively. Thank you so much for that. Yes, that is all there is to communication skills. And when you exchange these informations, it can come in a verbal way, it can come in a written way, it can come even through signs, all right? And these skills are essential for conveying ideas. It's not enough for you to know what to do. You need to be able to convey this idea to the third party or who is going to listen to you. All right. So you need to do what? Collaborate with team members. And when you are collaborating, is somebody listening to me? Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Can you still hear me? This side
yes,
here.
ma'am.
Yes, thank you. Can you still hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you. So when we talk about communication skills, it involves building relationship, because let me tell you, in the world of tech, nobody is a loner. Nobody is a loner. You are not alone in this world of tech. There are many people who are there are many like-minded individuals like you, right? So you need to be able to collaborate with them, to be able to work with them, to be able to build relationships with them. All right, because you cannot succeed alone in the world of tech. You need people around you, and this is why you need to sharpen your communication skills. Okay, and the next one we are going to be talking about, before I move to that, another important thing I want you to take note of in communication skills is that it involves what? Active listening. You cannot communicate effectively if you are not an active listener. All right, so you need to be able to listen actively. Another thing I want you to take note of is be able to pass your message in a clear and concise manner. So I want Olivia to type yes in the chat box, and I say, Olivia, type in the chat box. And when Olivia is not able to type the yes that I want her to type, there will be a kind of misunderstanding between us, because you're not doing what I want you to type. Whereas the problem is for me, because I'm unable to communicate what I want to you in a clear and concise manner. Okay, so the next one is what? Empathy. When you're communicating, you need to do what? Be empathetic. Be empathetic. At least put yourself in other people's shoes. All right, put yourself in other people's shoes. Be empathetic. Show empathy whenever you're communicating with people. And another one I want us to take note of is what? Being able to adapt to the communication style of different people. Being able to adapt to the communication style of different people is one thing to communicate. It's another thing for the person you are communicating to understand. So there has to be a line, there has to be a middle point where both the communicator and the listener meets. And that is the place of what? Of understanding. Okay? So thank you so much for that, Anifa. Yeah, I see that. I have a role model. Yeah, thank you. So the next point, which is the last point on personal tools to excel with tech, is time management. Time management. What does it mean to manage your time? Somebody said something, being able to manage your time well. Yes, sometimes says time management is the process of organized planning, how to divide. Excellent. How to divide your time between different activities. Olivia says to be able to use your time well. You guys already have an understanding of what time management is. Time management involves prioritizing tasks. I have a to-do list. This is what I want to do today. Arrange them according to their order of importance. Yes, knowing the right thing to do at the right time. Prioritize your tasks. Set goals and allocate time effectively to maximize productivity. Are we together? Allocate time effectively to maximize productivity. So some of us are morning people, some are night people. So if you know that you are a night person, you know that, okay, you perform your highly productive tasks at night. If you're a morning person, when your energy is so high in the morning, you're able to achieve more. You prioritize your tasks such that the tasks that requires more energy you align them so that you'll be able to perform those tasks in the morning when your energy is right, when your energy is high. Excuse me. So you do what? Maximize productivity and what? And efficiency by allocating time. So you want to develop a website. What are the things I need to do to develop a website? Maybe I need to communicate to the client or to the stakeholder. Let them tell me what they need, what they want to get from it. So you fix your time. Maybe in 1 hour, I want to communicate to the client to be able to grasp what the client wants. And then the next thing you swing into action. What are the things I need to do to be able to build this website? You align them, list them out. Okay, so create a list, then you prioritize them according to how important they are. What is the first thing that I need to do to be able to achieve this thing? Okay, and the next thing time management helps you to do is it helps you to meet deadlines. So let's say you have a task that you're supposed to submit tomorrow. You know that between now and tomorrow, you have how many hours in between? You share your time across all the tasks that you have to achieve, to perform. Okay, it reduces stress. Time management reduces stress. Yes, Olivia, you put the important one first. Yes, that is what prioritizing is all about. You put the important tasks first, okay? And the least important ones will come below. Yes, time management helps you to meet deadlines. It helps you to reduce stress, and it helps you to achieve work-life balance. If you need balance in your life, you cannot afford to be doing things anyhow as a tech person. Okay, so you need to be able to align everything that you need to do in the appropriate way. So it helps you to do what? To achieve work-life balance. And developing time management skills involves setting smart goals. It involves creating schedules. It involves using tools such as calendars. Anybody who is time conscious, you know that time is very important. Time is very precious. You know, okay, what am I going to achieve today? Today is Friday. What am I going to achieve today? What am I set to achieve today? And you work at it. It also helps you to do what? To avoid distractions. You are not distracted. It is not when you want to develop the website that you remember that, oh, you've not completed one video game that you started yesterday and you start playing it. Because you know that time is of essence. Time is very important. So when you're able to manage your time, you're able to cut off all forms of distractions. Okay? All right. So, and you're able to do what? To organize your tasks effectively and efficiently. Okay, now let's move to the next slide quickly. I love the energy in the chat box. Thank you so much. Developing personal tools. How can you develop all of these personal tools that I've mentioned? Okay, I know that we mentioned critical thinking, problem solving, time management, and all of that. So how can you develop all of these personal tools? Number one is continuous learning and self-improvement. Keep learning. Remember what I said earlier, if you stop learning, you start dying. And the only way to improve yourself is if you continue to learn. Practice and application in real world scenarios. Everything that we have mentioned, even though you are not so much into the world of tech now, start applying it to your daily lives, okay? Arrange your tasks, have a to-do list for each day. Arrange your tasks such that you perform the important tasks that you have. For some people, it could be as simple as submitting your assignment and you now leave it till when it's close to the deadline. That is not good enough. So you need to start applying all of these things you have mentioned to real world scenarios. And the next one is to do what? To seek feedback and learn from your failures. Seek feedback and learn from your failures. Seeking feedback entails, talking to somebody who is more experienced in this thing more than you and ask them, this thing that I'm doing, what do you think about it? Be open to criticism, okay? It's not every time that you do excellently. Be open to criticism. And when somebody criticizes your work or some things that you do, don't take it to heart. They are telling you because they want you to improve, okay? So you need to do what? Seek feedback and be open. Be open enough to accept whatever it is you're being told and also learn from your failures. If there's anything I'm not doing excellently, one thing that you need to always know is I can be better at it. Okay, I can be better. I cannot get worse. I can only get better. So this you can do by doing what? By learning from your failures. Failure is not the end of everything. All right, there's still a place for you to do what, to rise again. Okay, let's move to the next point. Let's move quickly to the next point. Quickly. Digital tools. Remember, I said that tools to excel with tech, we are going to be talking about two major outlines. We already talked about the personal tools, which entails the things that you need to do on a personal note to develop yourselves, to sharpen your abilities, to sharpen your skills, to sharpen your characters. And now we are going to be talking about digital tools. Digital tools encompass software, applications, and platforms that help us in our tech-related tasks. What are the tools that enable me to achieve this particular thing that I want to achieve? You want to design a flyer, you want to design a... What tool do you need to engage to achieve that? Can you type that in the chat box quickly? You want to design a flyer, you want to design, yes, thank you, Olivia, Canva. Yes, that is one tool you can engage to do what? To design that. So this is the aspect you're talking about. What if you want to build a website? What are the tools you need to engage? Yes, I'm waiting for a comment. Yes, thank you, Olivia Weeks. Yes, Scratch for website. Yeah, HTML. Okay. All right, thank you so much. So we must know how to do what? How to leverage these digital tools to excel in tech. And we can do this effectively by understanding the purpose and functionalities of each tool. Remember, I asked the question, what tool can you use to design flyer? Yeah, I see Figma, excellent. So you don't need to understand the purpose and functionalities of each tool. And you need to stay updated with new tools and technologies in the industry. Okay? Remember, I told you that the world of tech is dynamic. I'm going to keep going back to some of the things I've said earlier. Remember what I said about the world of tech being dynamic. So you need to do was stay updated with new tools and technologies in the industry. Maybe I'm a graphic designer. I need to always check to see, oh, if there's a new tool that has just, yes, WordPress, thank you. So I need to always check to see if there's a new tool that I can use as a graphic designer. Be flexible. Remember, I said that before. Be flexible. Try your hands on it. Don't limit yourself to that which you already knew. Yes. And the last one is customizing tools to fit our specific needs and preferences. All of these tools that you've mentioned, they have specifics. So you need to understand which tool will be efficient for me to use to achieve this task that I want to achieve, to perform this task that I want to perform. Okay, let's move on quickly. Project management tools. Project management tools. Project management tools help teams to organize, track, and collaborate on projects efficiently. They facilitate task assignment, progress tracking, and communication among team members. Quickly, before we even move on, let me ask you, what do you understand by project management? What do you understand by project management? So maybe you understand the functionalities of these tools we're talking about. What do you understand by the word project management? I can see a comment. Thank you, Adebola. They help you to manage your projects. Yes, that is what project management tools help you to achieve. Any other person? Any other person? Yes, being able to work as, let me see that. Let me see that. Being able to work as a team to create a large project, okay? Project management is the application of processes, methods, skills, knowledge, and experience to achieve specific project objectives according to the project acceptance criteria within agreed parameters. Okay, Anifa says how to keep projects. No. To manage, all right. Let's move on quickly. Yes, so project management to do what? To organize, collaborate on projects efficient. So when we do project management, there are different people performing different goals towards achieving a great efficiency of projects. This is why we need to. The users can create boards, can create lists and cards.
I can't hear. I can't hear you. I can't hear.
My network went off. Can you all hear me?
I can't hear you. And I can't see.
Can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, ma. Yes.
If you can hear me, can you type that in the chat box? I don't know if you can hear me. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma.
All right. Thank you so much. Sorry about that. My network went off. Okay, so I said users can create boards, lists, and cards to visualize project workflows. Let's say I have a project. I want to, maybe I'm an event manager or a decorator, and I need people to come on board to do specific things for me. So what I do is I bring everybody on board using these tools. Using these tools, I bring them on board. I give them their deadlines still on the same tool. Deadline is maybe by tomorrow, I want the printouts to be ready. By next tomorrow, I want the purchase of the flowers and everything to be ready. So I assign the tasks to every person who should be responsible for it. And I also do what? I attach the dates to it so that we are able to meet our deadlines and everybody knows what they're supposed to do. That is what these tools help us to achieve. An example of project management tools includes Trello, we have Asana, we have Jira, and we have what? We have Basecamp. Okay, let's move on to the next tool. The next tool is what? Collaboration tools. Collaboration tools enable real-time communication and collaboration among team members, regardless of location. Can somebody give me an example of a collaboration tool? I know it's already on the slide, but I want something different. Or something that you already know how to use. I'm waiting. Yes, I'm waiting. Let me see if I can check the chat box. A moment, please. Yes, so today Zoom. Yes. Somto says Zoom. Any other one?